my country people them. Now the Guardian Post Daily, their front page is for today, number 3 day for April 2025. So the headline, a commoner from Koketunja as an official for day, the talk say, Baba One demands military base to frustrate Amba incursions. So the talk say the population for Baba One, they ask Semi Cameroon military a camp so as to stop the ambassador terrorist atrocities them. The headline continue for talk say, the people they blame the invasion of their village by the Amba terrorists on their topography, and they vow for collaborate with the security forces for make the community unlivable for the Amba terrorists them where they commit atrocities elsewhere and seek refuge in Baba One. So they go commit atrocities for other places them can't hide now for Baba One. So make us zoom in so that I read the article with Wuna. It talks the peace-loving youth and the elite of Baba One village in Koketunja division of the Northwest region have cried out to government for a military base to help frustrate repeated incursions into the community by separatist terrorists from neighboring villages. Their plea is contained in a release titled Collective Denunciation of Amba Atrocities in Baba One. It was made public recently. In the document, the drafters, whose identities were concealed for security reasons, have demanded atrocities committed by separatist criminals who they accuse of committing crimes elsewhere and then run to seek refuge in their community due to the topography of the area. They have also pledged to collaborate with defense and security forces to make Baba One unlivable for Amba criminals who continue taking their once peace-loving village as hideout for their crimes. So the statement talks say, we, the people of Baba One, conscious of our duties, responsibilities and obligations as a people with a common destiny, have been destabilized, devastated, humiliated and abused over the years by the devilish Amba criminals, partly reads the memo. So it talk now for hearsay, it continue on page 3. So if we go now for page 3 of this document, scroll to page 3, the document it continue. So for page 3 of this article, the people in for Baba One, they continue for talk say, the Amba terrorists, they torture them, they get kidnappings and they ambush, they inflict pain on, and many of the people then for Baba One, they don't be killed, and they are calling for an immediate end to the atrocities them. According to the concerned patriotic and peace-loving natives of Baba One, the Amba terrorists have repeatedly sexually abused women and young girls, infecting some of them with HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases. The talk say, our village, Baba One, has been transformed into a criminal center with harassment and kidnappings for ransom. They added, citing the cases of the late Christian Cardinal Tumi and the Fonum Saw. They say both Christian Cardinal Tumi and the Fonum Saw, it should be recalled, were kidnapped in Baba One by Amba terrorists believed to have come from neighboring villages. It is stated in the memo that the average citizen using the National Road number 11 from Kambe via Kumbo to Bamenda comes under attack from these armed men. They say, we have noticed with dismay that most of the criminals are not natives of Baba One, but foreigners who are helping to give our village a bad name and bad image. The Baba One people are cautioning such criminals to leave our village without further delay or be prepared to face the music, the signatories of the memo warned. According to them, the killings of innocent persons has persisted with Amba gangsters, worsening the situation with the blackleg stigma and senseless assassinations. They mentioned the killings of Mo Fesam Nsmela and Mo Inusa Melo by Amba criminals, adding that another young man was recently torn into pieces by an explosive device planted by the gunmen. They equally denounced the interference in traditional matters by these outlaws, forcing traditional institutions and some dignitaries at gunpoint to show disrespect in their funds. His Majesty, I no go even attempt to pronounce that name, the second, and the institutions he incarnates. They say some dignitaries under the Amba threats and external axis of evils have made some public declarations without the knowledge of our fund and the competent traditional authorities. The wrongdoers are advised to put an end to such abuses. The concerned natives of Babak cautioned. They wonder aloud why Amba terrorists continue to destroy the national identity cards of citizens because of the national flag, yet they take money for ransom bearing the republic and don't destroy the money. To them, this double standard has to end. Said Babak, the concerned native said, isn't fully benefiting from development schemes because the Amba terrorists' destructive activities against schools, water, electricity, and the road projects, amongst others. In the release, they also ordered that anyone in Amba captivity in Babak should be released without further delay, while those who are still holding arms should drop them and register at the DDR centers in Bamenda and Boya. Failure to comply will be exposing the individuals to the anger of the Babak people. They listed the names of 18 individuals resident in Babak and abroad, whom they said are the forefront of the Amba agenda and causing untold pain to members of the community. This sub-headline for here, it talks say, Babak is fertile ground for Amba terrorists. They say, Babak, it should be recalled, is strategically located in a manner that favors the hit and run style of Amba terrorists. Not only is Babak a forest zone where the criminals often take refuge, its hilly nature makes it easy for the terrorists to spot any military vehicle entering the area from any direction. In addition, they are taking advantage of the national road number 11 that passes through Babak to commit their atrocities. To worsen matters, there is no military base in Babak. Reports say this has given room for the Amba criminals from neighboring villages to seek refuge in Babak from where they are committing atrocities. So that one at the end of the article from the Guardian Post Daily, number 3409, Thursday, April the 3rd, 2025, my country people them. So my country people them, when I look for here, when I see I'm say another newspaper where they call them say the Horizon, number 0971, it carried the same news on page 9 of their newspaper, where they talk about Babak community tells the separatists enough is enough. So they publish a list of 18 villagers where they collaborate with the Amba terrorists them. So I want to read this article for you as well, to give you an understanding, because I don't talk about this Amba terrorism situation for Ngoketunja, especially Babak in the past few days them. So the article, it talks say, the village of Babak in Ngoketunja division of the Northwest region gained notoriety for the kidnapping of important personalities like the late Cardinal Tumi and the Fonong So. In addition, the village has lagged behind in development due to the destructive activities of the Amba boys, the majority of whom are foreigners. Determined to see the return of development to their beloved community, members of the Babak elite have given an ultimatum to the separatists to leave the village or face the wrath of the people. They vowed to hand over those passing for Amba over to the forces of law and order or to the administration, and ordered some of the 18 Babak children associated with separatist activities to surrender without delay. Investigations are underway to expose those sons collaborating with Amba. So now the actual document this way, the population for Babak they publish them, and the signatories and people the way they sign them for back that declaration say they don't want Amba terrorism for Babak again. So the talk say collective denunciation of Amba in Babak. So basically the article, it published the letter where the people for Babak they write all the points where they write where I don't really read some of them for that previous article for the Guardian Post Daily. Now, which that way the people the right time, but I want to read these other ones. Them, they say point number 7. They say anybody held in captivity should be released by the Ambas without further delay. By a similar token, all the Ambas in Baba 1 are called upon to drop their arms and hand over such arms to the SDO or the DOs of their respective areas and register at the DDR Center in Bamenda. Failure to comply will expose the individuals to the anger of the Baba 1 people. Point number 8. Car owners who come to the village are forced to pay huge ransoms. The extortion of money from people is unbearable. Point number 9. They say many of our people have been killed. Torture, arrest, illegal detention, and ambush are inflicted on people. These abuses and others should end with immediate effect. So, in light of the above preamble, the population for Baba 1, they don't take these decisions. They say, number 1, no Amba should be seen or heard in Baba 1. Point number 2, they don't decide that the community will hand over anyone passing for Amba to the forces of law and order or to the administration. Point number 3, they talk say the following picking them when a Baba 1 picking them, whether they associate with Amba activities them, and any other foreigner when a Amba should surrender without further delay. And point number 4, they say these are provisional decisions and can be updated as need arises. Point number 5, they say the list of the Amba. So now for this article, they go on for actually list and name the individuals them way they commit atrocities them for Baba 1. They start with so-called General Diba Nawata, where in real name na Silvanus and Zetipeyu as they spell and for day. And they say he call himself Diba Nawata, and when are the grandson of Monzemelam, whatever that means. Maybe not some title for that side from Koketunja. Number 2, Titafe na Yakubu, aka Molem, the son of Titafe of Mbawat. Okay? Now, sorry, I need to drink water before I pronounce some of these names. So, number 3, they say Na Divine Mbawat. Number 4, Mbinka Derek of Ndumankwi, son of Mbinka Tita Nkweje of Ndumankwi. I don't try. Una pardon me, I will butcher the names, but I will not give up. I will not give up. I'll continue. Number 5, I don't produce a picture for the na Aaron Mondrebachi. Now how to pronounce that? Now I picture that. Now the terrorists that they don't give you warning. Number 6, Nkatlo Elvis, son of late Nkatlo Mbanka. Number 7, Nkutum Tita Seidu Elias Barrister, the son of late Monkong Ibrahim of Vengang or Bemgang. Jesus. So, name number 8, they say they tell Tindati Tita Balayo Mbanka, the son of late Titati Mbanka. Yes, I survived that one. Jesus, that is sweat. Name number 9, Tita Tumda of Mwenem Them. It sounds like a short name. Son of late Titantum of Mbanka. Number 10, Nkatlo Payton, the grandson of late Nkatlo Mbanka. Number 11, they say Chai Tita Abdu of Mebiang, son of late Chai Mebiang. Number 12, Nchiwo Ntafa, son of Nchuwo Ibrahim Monshigem of Wagaga. Jesus. I am not even trying to make fun of the names there, but okay, I'm actually literally sweating. Name number 13, they say Ndeye Monjimefele, son of late Monjimefele. Number 14, Tita Abdu Muntem, son of late Muntem of Mbangaga. Number 15, Nzemeke Dauda, son of late Nzemeke of Kungo. Number 16, Lebo Titata Fit. of Bagaga. Number 17, Gowon Melo Fucho, resident in the United States. Number 18, Hillary Shiwo Monzembakop, resident in South Africa. So, now some of the names and that, now the article that, now the 18 names and that of the people the way they terrorized Baba one, as the article indicate them. Una wait, I need for go drink small water after pronouncing those names them so. My country people them, I want to take this opportunity for join my voice and my support for this motion, for beg the Cameroon state authorities them, for create an army post for Baba 1. If not possible, then what way they need for do, now for reinforce the existing military personnel where they in that vicinity, especially the Gendarmerie Brigade from DOP. It need personnel, it need equipment, it need vehicles, it need the resources and the tools where they need them for carry out effective work for wipe out Ambazona terrorism. Goketunja, Bui, and Mezam division, now the three biggest divisions, and that way they still get the highest number of Ambazona terrorism for day. And now for day where we need to concentrate a lot of resources them for the gendarmes, for the police, for the army, for make sure say they defend the civilians the way they suffer from the hands of Ambazona terrorists. So now just a small message that I bring up for now say I support the people there for Baba 1 for their request where they plead with the authorities them for create military base for Baba 1. Failing that, then may they support the Gendarmerie from DOP and other company commanders them around Goketunja and Bui division for make sure that this threat to our poor people them is being mitigated. Tankuna.
We need to think out of the box. And I think that the only explainer for them say, me they think out of the box. Me they not only talk say because na dog the chop egg for fowl. Anytime they can't look fowl, they can't look egg for fowl, they don't see him. They will just take in, go for that dog. Me, they need to talk in that way. I don't ask and say, apart from the thing they will don't do them, we don't see and say, feasibly, those things they don't feel work. Feasibility for that thing they should say they need to work. What other things can we be doing? Like you can't talk every day, say, we need to represent ourselves, they deny. For 9 years, 10 years counting, what you don't do them, we should say we'll get effective hold of ground zero. Buy guns. We don't buy guns. How effective that gun they don't buy and don't be. We don't get liberated territory them. How effective that liberated territory they don't stand for hand. Where they say and say, when I get the territory, when I don't hold up. That is the thing. So if I talk today, say me they leave them, meet people them, use that money for sponsor we for get representation. It makes sense. I know if procrastinate what will happen after that. Whether that representative will end up a survey or the end of a do so. But the point I say, we will not fit the dance the same dance. They expect a different result apart from the result they will get and carry now. So because every dance we don't dance, a result day. We report card day for hand, clean and clear. We report card day for hand, clean and clear. No be something where you go to say they don't fake report, they don't enter bonus, take report for day, or they don't go kumba, knock birth certificate for day, the thing where they different. No, we report card day clear for hand. We have not moved an inch. We don't cause more harm than good for ground zero. We don't, me say, we never only differentiate with people, they will talk, say me, they don't go vote, me, they don't do so, me, they don't do so, but we don't take all the small power where they be get them, give them a hand for thief people them. They work at terrorize them left and right. And the worst one who don't do them, now say we don't put a picture for the eyes of a majority of people for ground zero say it is better for us to stand with the enemy that we know than with the saint or the God that we don't know. That's why we don't put them. So I ask question, if they stand now say they want to do some vote for ground zero for take some decision. When people they talk about plebiscite, about this, about that, are we sure that we can win that election? Emotionally, I feel to say yes. If we win election emotionally, because people they already get some emotion, they already get some emotional mindset about La Republic. I feel to say emotionally if we win. But what if people they move from that their emotions to reason? We will win. Who just take another way? I don't want this liturgy where they can't preach for years, they can't change down with the fight each other. No, we are not fighting each other. We are looking at the truth that is in front of us. Any man waiting also to fight each other for this thing, really waste time. We are looking at the truth that is in front of us. If a man tell me with clear conscience, say, we will leave emotion, go for reason. Say, if we take this enter program zero, will we win plebiscite? Now the question that they ask, oh man, I yield.
I say, Master for you don't say after this way to be the way forward. Slave them. I don't ask you one question. Say, now slave them, be asked for their liberation, or now masters them be surrender for give slave them, their liberation. Because this blame way you blame Amazonians and today, like say you should go talk say this and that. I say diaspora and they do this and that. I don't divide them for you, say you get privileged slave them. You get people they use the opportunity as slave them gain their situation. You know go change that. I don't tell you say the cooperation agreement now the master of the enslavement plan. Now them not them. They put all it in them. See, Harriet Tubman. You want to say for the history thing where Harriet Tubman be do for under slave. As in the fight, it not be fight so give liberation for slave. It not be give opportunity where they be see the importance but inside that resistance. Escape slave the time Harriet Tubman be do all that thing them. Escape slave masters them if they be see they not be killer. It not be been a one eye but inside the resistance. See the problem between me and you for this discussion now because you deny for acknowledge the master planner. Then you give blame for people the way they suffer the consequences, say that they be the cause. That is the difference between my discussion and you. And you ask a way forward for a slave. How you ask a way forward for a slave? They have only one consequences. Either they die or they survive. I tell you. Either they die or they survive. You know the fight master for two ways. Master will either surrender or you die. That is the two way. Then there's no other solution. So leave others skirmishes the way they try to put them for day. I don't give example for Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman for inside slave. That way we do that slave they do. Slave they no one catch it. Now the same thing the way some people they do the right thing. Master no go see them. I go put people there for destroy them. And if they survive, we go survive. If they die, we go lost. That is how it is. You cannot match one match food. That's where who go talk say if they can't carry a clothes, you who go follow them. Slave no get choice. You lie, you follow, you don't follow, you remain slave.
Sister Ruth, I don't ask you question. No join you the gang inside Ambazonian struggle where they answer question with question. I don't ask you simple question. Yes, we'll be slaves. Yes. We don't try everything we'll get inside basket for step up, for come out of enslavement. I don't ask you, say, understanding the thing we don't understand and now, because sometimes something in the way only now you surely understand. Looking at the place where this situation they go, looking at the current dispensations where they inside now, I don't ask you, say, wait to be the way forward. I never ask you whether slave go she don't quiet or slave no go shout. I never ask you that question. Because you talk exactly like that politics when they talk about Brazilian struggle. When you ask man, say, how will do light fire? He go start telling you about different things. The way you don't hear matches, you don't hear kerosene, you don't hear firewood, you don't hear anything where they use it for light fire. Wait is the way forward. Can't talk now about that one. Forget about slave. This go up, go down, go down. You go. You don't talk about that one. Rich who? You don't talk about that enslavement. Rich who? You never talk to any person. Calm down yourself. Ask yourself the question. Say, I am talking. I am a contributor. I am a donor. I'm not a receiver. What can I think out of the box to tell the people that apart from all these things that we have done that has put us here, apart of this, all this blame, the way you claim, say they don't blame, you don't talk this. Wait till be the way forward. Wait till be the way forward, my sister. Talk them, articulate them. Now market I don't give you. Sell yourself. Market yourself in front of Ambazonians. I yield.
Master for na for them, me na you get some small disagreement. You dey talk say na we Ambazonia put ourselves for this position. That is why I'm saying you are wrong. This position where Ambazonia dey be placed by United Nations, Great Britain and France, not Ambazonians. Point of correction. Then you dey ask me again say ma talk a way forward under cooperation agreement wey Pobia don go dey give instruction say can shoot and kill them. Then you talk say ma give a solution for instruction wey France Macron give am for Pobia. Say me talk me I talk say wetin. Say me I talk say wetin. I don give you example say slave no get solution other bastard. You dey tell me again say ma give solution. You slave trade be one comot na master be surrender or na slave them they be give solution. You dey who go ask me again. That is why I say we have a problem on understanding the dimensional chess of the problem of Southern Cameroonians. The problem of Southern Cameroonians is not caused by Southern Cameroonians. They are victims of circumstances. Instruction where Emmanuel Macron gave for Pobia, kill them, eliminate them. Then you talk for me say I get solution on that instruction. How, Mr. Ford? What kind of talk that? All those other things you are saying are excuses. They are excuses. Slave go only. I don't give one example for
Sister Ruth. You know, say sometimes you reason for woman way, I reason for man picking way. I be sorry for talk with you. So no, because I be sexist. I'm not a sexist person. I no be sexist. The respect I give for you, if you understand, I no be sexist. But it dey like say I the process like a man, you the process like a woman. You dey continue for the argue on the thing they will not argue for day. But I don't say more move from that thing they will argue. Can't tell we from your understanding for this situation now so far. Can't tell we where to be the way forward. Yes, reasonably how we they talk, how we feel. I talk that one in Africa, the borrow and for African ways on put a reasonably man, so one a reasonably woman. But no, generally, when you conceive an idea, when you put an idea for board, when people can stand for give a perception for that idea, it need to be a woman brain, it need to be a man picking brain. But right now, me and you, the way we talk, you the so see reason like woman. And me at the try to tell you say reason like man picking. I don't ask and say after that, after everything we don't talk am, stop for the litigate the thing we don't talk am. I don't ask you say you wait to be a way forward, wait to be the way forward the proposal for we. That's a marketing idea. I don't give you say yourself for we. Wait to be the way forward. At least move from that thing the way they argue left and right because you take me anywhere. Tell me how if we move from this impasse get to some other situation. Nothing that I want here.
yes, Master Fon. They play with me na you stand. Now say you the talk say na Ambazonia them. They get for find solution. But me I dey tell you say na Emmanuel Macron of France and then Britain and United Nations. Now then they cause the problem where Southern Cameroonians are facing. All the other issues that are rolling around, they are excuses borne by the corporate planter. Yes. France, Britain, and United Nations. Now them planter. Now then they go around all these things. They get their asset everywhere. Everywhere. Now then they plan this disco. All their fine solution, the way they try to put up. Now then they spoil up. Now them. I don't give you example for slave and the masters. Slave no get any authority. It only resist. When you resist, a master see and say they resist and go spoil image, the master will surrender. That is the only solution. Now, when I tell you about Harry Totman, it will be one eye where he do something where historically he implant, he catalyze the resistance of the masters and they be ready for surrender. That is the only solution. You carry blame where masters they don't put them. Can't give for people the way they suffer the consequences. Will not be them plant them. Now for the what the talk say, me now you get disagreement on that connotation. And I tell you say, okay, if we go on that connotation where I don't give you now, I say more reason a solution for that one. Now they never resist for that master them because now them they recall cool way they go carry Naira 10 now you plan now. Why you not be talking to Ambassador plan that one too for naira 10. Why not talk? So according to you, they be do that naira 10 for you for can't get strategy for a way forward. All the entire issue where would even you the try to talk and say they remain slave the way they resist. You the try to tell they say when no day muna surrender. Nothing that you try to talk. Now you are the tell you say in as much as we try to talk, no say Harry Tubman be among the slave them too. And if he decide, he say be decide, say he no go leave the slave them. Now so some ambassadors too go decide. So leave them too for their own part. That is my talk between me and you. Eh? Any man may want do it, or me do it. They leave the people the two they say they go be like Harry Tubman, may they to get their own position. There is nothing wrong in that. Call a spade a spade.